Barcelona's transfer window is getting absolutely crazy. From Jules Koundé potentially leaving this summer, Marcus Rashford getting closer to a permanent Barca move, and Julian Alvarez becoming the center of a massive €150 million transfer battle, to Robert Lewandowski's uncertain future and new striker targets already being discussed. This summer could completely reshape European football. Hansi Flick is preparing huge changes at Barcelona while the club desperately searches for financial solutions to rebuild the squad. Meanwhile, PSG are ready to break the bank for Julian Alvarez, Manchester United are considering a shocking move for Lewandowski, and Real Madrid could enter the Rashford race. In this video we break down all the latest transfer news surrounding Barcelona, PSG, Manchester United, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and more. Barcelona have started their search for a Robert Lewandowski replacement, with that being their priority for the upcoming summer transfer window. Julian Alvarez, Joao Pedro and Harry Kane have been identified as leading targets, and while the plan is for a big-name addition to be made, their finances could make it difficult. The hope within Can Barca is that a striker can be signed for €100 million, but there is no guarantee that any of the aforementioned trio would be able to arrive for that price. As such, cheaper options are also being considered, and one that has been linked with Barcelona in the past is Karl Etta. Barcelona were following Etta in the early months of the campaign when he was in fine form, but the last 6 months have been tough for the Cameroon international. He struggled to find the back of the net, and that led to the Catalans discarding him as an option for the summer. However, the 22-year-old, who turned down a €30 million move to CSKA Moscow in January, is still holding out hope for a Barcelona move, with MD reporting that he will prioritize joining the La Liga champions over any other opportunity that comes his way this summer. Etta considers Levante career over. Etta only joined Levante from Villarreal last summer, but already he believes that his side with the Valencian club is over. He is determined to seek a move away, and Barcelona is undoubtedly his preferred option, although he is also being followed by the likes of Tottenham Hotspur, Everton and Stuttgart. It will be interesting to see how Etta situation plays out over the coming weeks. As things stand, it would be a surprise if Barcelona moved to sign him, but things could change very quickly if the Catalans realize that the likes of Alvarez and Pedro are out of reach. Barcelona remain frontrunners to sign Marcus Rashford despite Real Madrid emergence. Marcus Rashford has enjoyed an impressive loan spell with Barcelona, and they are looking to sign him permanently this summer. The Blaugrana have an option to get that deal done for £26 million. According to a report by Football Insider, despite the interest from Real Madrid, the newly crowned La Liga champions are in pole position to get the deal done. It will be interesting to see if they are willing to pay the £26 million asking price for him. Meanwhile, the English international has no future at Manchester United, and he will not want to return to the English club either. He will look to sort out his future quickly and focus on his football. Joining Barcelona would be ideal for him. There have been numerous reports that the player wants to join the club permanently. Real Madrid could have used Rashford. Meanwhile, the development will be a blow for Real Madrid. Los Blancos could also use a dynamic attacker like him. The Spanish giants endured a frustrating campaign by their standards, and they will look to bounce back strongly. They are expected to bring in Jose Mourinho as their manager. The Portuguese tactician has worked with Rashford during their time together at Manchester United. He knows the player well and believes the 28-year-old will help Real Madrid improve. It is no surprise that he is looking to sign the Manchester United misfit for Real Madrid. Real Madrid certainly have more financial resources compared to Barcelona. It will be interesting to see if they decide to test their luck with an offer for the England international attacker in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, Barcelona will need to act quickly to get the deal done. Ferdinand urges Man United to sign wonderful, humble, ex-Barcelona star. Might be crazy. Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand believes the club should seriously consider signing Robert Lewandowski this summer following the striker's departure from Barcelona. Despite being 37 years old, the Polish forward is still seen as one of the most experienced and respected strikers in world football. Lewandowski leaves behind an incredible career record with more than 600 goals and over 20 major trophies won during spells with Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Even last season he still managed to score 19 goals, proving he can continue performing at a high level despite his age. Ferdinand thinks the veteran striker could bring much more than goals to Manchester United. According to him, Lewandowski's experience, professionalism and leadership would be extremely valuable for the club's young attackers, especially Benjamin Sesko, who is viewed as a future star. The former United defender believes training alongside a player of Lewandowski's level could help Sesko develop much faster. Ferdinand also stressed that Manchester United need major improvements in midfield, mentioning Atlanta star Ederson as a player the club should have signed years ago. With a big rebuild expected this summer, United could be preparing for one of their most important transfer windows in recent years. I think we're going to have to buy 2 or 3 midfielders to cover that area, and you need to bring in legs. They need to be mobile and players who can move. Lewandowski isn't a bad shout either if they're going to get another striker. If we brought him in, look at the experience he has, the amount of learning that Sesko will do. If you believe Sesko is the man for the next 5 years, the learning he could do behind Lewandowski, who is a wonderful, humble human being. He would teach and show Sesko the way and get him playing. That would be a sensible signing, even if the numbers might be crazy in terms of wages. If you're trying to benefit the squad, he would be a great presence. It's going to be a big and interesting summer to see who Manchester United go for. Where will Lewandowski go? Robert Lewandowski's future at Barcelona is becoming increasingly uncertain as the Polish striker remains one of the club's highest-paid players, reportedly earning around €400,000 per week. Because of his massive salary, there is growing speculation that a move away from Europe could happen this summer. Saudi Arabian giants Al Hilal and Al Ittihad are both believed to be monitoring his situation closely, while MLS club Chicago Fire have also shown interest after reportedly contacting his representatives earlier this year. At the same time, Barcelona have received fresh encouragement in their pursuit of Julian Alvarez. The Argentine forward is said to be open to leaving Atletico Madrid after refusing a contract renewal, which has sparked major interest from the Catalan club. Alvarez enjoyed another strong season, scoring 20 goals in all competitions, and Barca see him as a possible long-term replacement for Lewandowski. However, signing the World Cup winner will not be easy. Atletico Madrid are only willing to consider offers close to €150 million, a price that would make Alvarez the most expensive signing in Barcelona's history. Despite their interest, Barca's financial situation could make such a deal extremely difficult unless the club manages to generate major income through player sales this summer. The report notes that the Alvarez situation has decided Atleti officials. Some are open to selling him as it would allow the funds to be reinvested in creating a stronger squad across all positions, while others want the club to maintain the hardline stance that has been present since the 26-year-old started attracting interest. Barcelona unlikely to reach €150 million. While their expected return to La Liga's 1:1 rule will mean that Barcelona have more flexibility when it comes to spending money, club bosses have already made it clear that limits are in place. They are prepared to spend no more than €100 million on a new striker, so if a deal cannot be negotiated down with Atleti, it would be a surprise to see Alvarez end up at the Spotify Camp Nou. For now, it remains to be seen how Alvarez's situation plays out, but there is undoubtedly much more uncertainty on the matter compared to a few weeks ago. What do you think about Barcelona's transfer plans this summer? Should Barca sell Jules Koundé? Is Marcus Rashford the perfect signing for Hansi Flick? And would Julian Alvarez really be worth €150 million? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for daily football transfer news and breaking updates.